Have you ever wondered why it's so hard for us to accept our reality, especially during difficult times or uncertain times? Stay tuned and I'll explain why we do what we do, and we'll walk through an acceptance meditation. Let's do this. Hey, Dr. Les here with the Mindfulness channel, a channel focused on brain science, mindfulness, and acceptance and commitment therapy. That was a mouthful. Providing you skills to transform your mind so you can transform your life to be the best you. Hey folks, don't forget to hit the subscribe button below, drop us a comment, and also don't forget to share this with those you care about. So let's get started here. Today's video will cover a couple of things: why it's so hard for us to accept difficult thoughts, emotions, physical sensations, and those painful life situations that show up. We'll also discuss a recent study's finding on brief mindfulness acceptance training, and I'll walk you through the 5 stages of acceptance. And of course, this video would not be complete if we didn't practice some sort of meditation. We'll practice the acceptance meditation towards the end. You'll also find some information in the description below and an awesome book that I'm highly recommending. Learning to keep your mental and physical well-being balanced during this coronavirus period is crucial, because some of us might be discovering that this quarantine situation may be activating our old wounds. Let me explain. The same sensations of uncertainty, loss of something, something taken away, or something even given away may be triggering and amplifying within us. It is as if the past has shown up in the present moment during this quarantine. The sensations deep down inside of us that we've hidden away are now showing up, especially when our brains sense danger or threat, and our usual way of distractions are no longer available to us. What's really happening to many of us during this COVID crisis is that we're all experiencing some level of earthquake within us. See, earthquakes occur when rocks underground suddenly breaks along a fault. The sudden release of energy causes seismic waves that make the ground shake and makes us tremble in fear. See, earthquakes are much like our resistance to life. This quarantine, for example, the explosion occurring out of our awareness as if the past is rubbing up against our present moment, our reality, and the explosion of the earthquake begins within us. Why is acceptance so difficult? When we experience difficult thoughts, emotions, and/or physical discomfort, or difficult life situations such as this COVID, it's a struggle for most of us to accept what is showing up. Well, because it's our natural habit to push unpleasantness away and to pull pleasant things. Why is that? Well, it's because of an evolutionary process our brains have gone through to help keep us alive. Meaning that when we experience life struggles or when we experience uncertain times, such as this COVID crisis that we're all going through, the brain believes we're being attacked, feeling unsafe like a child. So it goes into this fight or flight or stress response, and sometimes can lead to a freeze response. That's when we lose emotional and physical control of ourselves. And the outcome for many of us tend to be greater depression, anxiety, activation of old childhood trauma, and some of my patients reporting greater levels of pain flare-ups and even worsening of chronic medical conditions. But less so for those who have some sort of skill to dial down their nervous system. We can learn to train ourselves to skillfully relate differently to our habitual reactive patterns and apply skills of acceptance, which sends messages of safety to our primitive parts of our brains. There are multiple studies showing acceptance helps reduce emotional suffering and physical pain. A recent study published in February 2020 in the Journal of Social, Cognitive and Affective Neuroscience found that a brief 20-minute one-time mindfulness training helps people deal with negative emotions and physical pains. The effects of mindfulness was very pronounced. The group who were trained in mindfulness acceptance skills were amazed that they responded to high levels of heat on their forearms as if they were experiencing normal levels of temperature. This is amazing because this study shows us learning mindfulness helps us apply acceptance skills to dial down the danger signals in our brains. The fundamental component of mindfulness practice is being aware of what's showing up and to accept our internal experiences as emotional regulation strategies. Here's a quote from the researcher. The ability to stay in the moment when experiencing pain or negative emotions suggests there may be clinical benefits of mindfulness practice in chronic conditions as well, even without long meditation practice. Now that we know that acceptance skills helps us regulate our emotions and physical pains, let's take a look at what we mean by acceptance. A great way to exemplify acceptance is the Serenity Prayer. Now, the full prayer is located in the description below in this video. As the prayer indicates, change what you have control over and let go, that is, accept what you don't have control over. This is the very part that we human beings struggle with, fighting our reality. As one of my patients put it nicely, reality always wins. Now, most of us suffer when reality shows up because we do not have the skills to reduce unnecessary suffering. Mindfulness and acceptance teaches us the very important life skills to help reduce our suffering. So now let's take a look at the 5 stages of acceptance and then wrap up with an acceptance meditation. Here are the 5 stages of acceptance: aversion, tolerance, curiosity, allow, and friendship. Now the first 2 stages of acceptance involves our suffering. It's when we're hooked by the stories of the mind. We're basically resisting our reality. The last 3 are basically values. It's how we wish to be towards what's showing up. Think of it as attitudes of relating in a new way, a skillful way, to our struggles. Let's begin. Sit up in a comfortable yet dignified position. Your posture is an expression of being fully awake, attentive, and at ease. Move around until you find your posture that works for you. Then try to sit still as much as you can throughout this meditation. You may have your eyes closed if you're comfortable. If not, allow your eyes to be half closed with a soft gaze 3 or 4 feet in front of you. Rest your hands on your lap, palms facing up for this meditation. Feel your feet on the ground, then feel the seat that cradles and supports you. Bring full awareness to what it feels like to sit and know that you're sitting. On the next breath, soften any body parts holding on to tension. Just feel the ease of that melting, letting go, sinking sensation out breath. Feeling the drop of your shoulders on the next breath. Now just allow your breathing to find its natural rhythm. Just feel that in-breath and feel that out-breath. Now let's do a self-check-in. We're just going to notice what is showing up right now. We're not trying to change or get rid of anything. Just watch. Just like the sky would, watching the clouds and the weather below us. Now become aware of where your thoughts are. Is it in the past? Is it in judgment? Or is it in the future? Just notice what is showing up in your mind. Now shift your attention to what your heart is feeling right now. Notice, what is it feeling? Next, shift your attention to where you feel tension in your body. Where is your body expressing its tension? Now go ahead and rest your attention on your breath. Just following the breath of that in journey and following the out breath all the way. Just continue to focus on the flow and sensation of your breath. Now, bring to mind something you resisted today, or maybe the past few days. It may be about a person, place, or a chronic situation in your life. Choose something simple that you can work with in the present moment. Now ask, who or what are you resisting in life? Just as it said, repeat this. Who or what are you resisting in life? Saying that out loud as if you're talking to your mind. Who or what are you resisting in life? Just take a step back and rest your attention on your breath again. There's nothing to solve, just be curious and see what comes up. If a response does surface, then simply acknowledge it by thanking your mind and then returning to the flow and sensations of your breath. Again, there's nothing to solve or do, but just to watch your mind to see what it says. Continue to focus on the flow and sensations of your breath, knowing when you're breathing in and knowing when you're breathing out. Now turning to your mind and body as if looking a friend in the eye, and repeat these phrases. May you be happy. May you be healthy, mind and body. May you be safe and loved. May you be free from the fear that keeps you stuck. May you be happy. May you be healthy, mind and body. May you be safe and loved. May you be free from the fear that keeps you stuck. May you be happy. May you be healthy, mind and body. May you be safe and loved. May you be free from the fear that keeps you stuck. Now incline these well wishes towards yourself, whispering, "May I be happy. May I be healthy, mind and body. May I be safe and loved. May I release the fears that keep me stuck. May I be happy. May I be healthy, mind and body. May I be safe and loved. May I release the fears that keep me stuck. May I be happy. May I be healthy, mind and body. May I be safe and loved. May I release the fears that keep me stuck." Returning to your core practice of just resting your attention on your breath. Just watching and connecting with the flow and sensations of your breath. And when you're ready, take a nice full breath in, pausing at the top, and as you breathe out gently, opening your eyelids, looking around, continue to sit still for a few more breaths and feel your whole body breathe. Gently moving your hands, shoulders, feet. May you have a sense of acceptance and peace as you go about your day. This ends the meditation. Here are your pro tip skills. When you're resisting something, notice where and how it shows up in the body. 2, watch it and breathe with it. And 3, memorize the Serenity Prayer. It's a lifesaver. Until next time, please drop me a comment, like this video, and please do share this with someone you care about. It's a true pleasure serving you, and I'll catch you the next moment.